Hey everybody, welcome to Create at Robin's house. I wanted to show you how to make these cute little ladybug cards on the Cricut. This is an image that's already contained within Cricut, but I turned it into a card, so it has a card base, and there's actually two different ways you can do that with a card base on the back. That you create a hinge where part of it, the card base, is attached to the back of the card, and then another way where you build an entire card base like we're used to working with. But I want to show you how to do that on the Cricut so you can do it yourself. So the first thing that we have to do is go to our images and go to image sets. That's where we can find the ones that are close to my heart. And then I always search by going what I've purchased. And then we look for the stitched together one. And we find our little ladybug. So insert your image. And the first thing, he's a little cockeyed. So the first thing I want to do is see if I can get him standing up a little straighter. So I'll move him over to an edge, and then I will kind of look at his little head and his little butt and make sure that they're pretty straight. His little antenna, I think his little antenna are off center anyway. So that's the first thing I do, is I get him going straight up and down. And the next thing I want to make him the size of a card. So I'll go up to my sizing chart, and I want him, let's see if I want to make him a standard card size 4.25. But I can see already that it's too big. If I do that, then he wants to be a 6 inches tall, and he won't fit in the envelope. So I'm going to change that to a 4-inch wide card, and I'm going to make a 4x6 card. I have envelopes that are 4x6, so that will work for me. So then I said there were two different ways that you can do the card base. So I'm going to do a duplicate. So I have two, so I'll have one way and then the second way. So the easiest way, I guess, is to just ungroup it, copy this black one, and duplicate that. And then go up here, turn it white. So now you have all the fixings to make a card, and you would just hinge it. You would glue this little head part to the back side of this little head and create a fold or a crease here, and then that's the extent of your card. Now a little bit more a trickier one, but the one I prefer, because then it provides a true card base, and it will enable you to put an extra layer. Oh, actually this one is the one that will allow you to get an extra layer under his little antennas. So that will make them a little bit stronger. This one does not. So I'm also going to ungroup this one, and I'm going to duplicate this, the card base, and then I'm going to go ahead and just group him back together again, because that'll be fine. So just so that we know what we're working with, I'm going to turn it white, and then I want to create a duplicate of that, and I want to flip it, because I want it to be the exact, I don't know, I want to flip it vertical so that it's standing on its head, so that when I put them together they will match. But in order to do that, I need to get them lined up. So I'm going to take my original one and I'm going to move it to position 12 at the 12-inch mark of my screen and push enter. And then I'm going to have this one also go to the 12-inch mark and push enter so that they are lined up one right on top of each other. And then I just need to determine how much of an overlap I want to have. And it's about right, but I'm going to scoot it up just a smidgelet more. And then I'm already got that one selected. I'm going to push Control and select the other one. And then I'm going to go down here to the bottom and I'm going to choose to weld them together. So that will take all the creases away. And that way when I go to print this one on the Cricut, it'll cut out just those outline images. I'll cut it, or I'll fold it, I'll fold it in half, and then you have an official card base. So that is the two ways to make a card out of a Cricut shape. And then if you want to see how you would make it, it already puts it on the different colors of papers, each Cricut mat. So this one will cut the big card base. It will also cut the smaller card base, and then there'll be the red of their little backs and the black for their little bodies, and all you have to do is cut it out and glue it together and you are done. So thank you very much for attending my quick little class on creating a card out of your Cricut shapes.